Thank you for tuning into the Bloody Truth Inside Games. My name is Blood Spirit, and I have one quick question to ask you. How was Detroit? Did you have a good time? Did you be able to mint some stuff? We're going to go over some stuff about that in a second, but the Fighting Spirit podcast on Spotify, I will leave the details in the detail link down below. This week we had a popular guy amongst the community here. Radish Head was the guy. Man, what an unbelievable video. I'm glad that I got to know this young man. He has so much fortitude. You're going to just love listening to the comments that he's commenting, the statements that he's making. He is a good guy, really detail oriented, completely different than what this is. This here is about my opinion and what I think the game is doing and what's going on. Radish Head gets more into the detail stuff, and he will follow a rabbit hole all the way down to where the rabbit hole starts and get every little piece of information out of it and then pull it out. So he talks about his story and how he makes things work. Phenomenal young man. Glad that he's on our team. But go in and listen to the Fighting Spirit on Spotify, and we will send you the information that you need to know in the descriptions to hear that story. But FSA properties, let's talk about Detroit, because this here I think is a big win. You saw my video earlier where it's a big win. We got cheap properties, $1,200 for that one there. Let's see how much this one is. $1,000 right there. You got properties for $1,000. FSA properties. Let's go ahead and scroll around and see some of the bigger properties. $1,300. Look at that. Look at that. This is going to give you, the new person in this game, an opportunity to be able to get in here, purchase properties, and make a game out of it. Now we're getting more towards the richer neighborhoods, because even the cheaper properties are going to be more, $1,800. But you could still take these properties as a brand new player and flip them to make double. You know, you could buy this property here for probably $1,400 and charge $3,000 to flip it, and it will go fairly quick. And then you can come in here and buy more, and you know, get two more properties and flip them both for $3,000. And before you know it, you are making an absolute killing at this game. So this here is opened up for new people. Whales can't purchase these properties, but they're going to want them. $1,200 there. They're going to want these properties to fill out their treasure hunt maps. So it's going to be important to them. There are areas in the downtown area that we can't. Anybody over 100,000 cannot get them. So that is very crucial that, you know, we have some people who are going to be able to purchase FSA properties so that we can get in there. There are still a lot of... No, what's this? Well, okay. So there are still a lot of properties that you can get as a person that's pro or above. $8,000 for that. It's not an FSA property. This one here is not an FSA property. Another $8,000. Scattered throughout the map, there is multiple properties here that are not well, that one was an FSA property, but there's multiple properties that are not FSA. I think this one here is a non-FSA property. 8,000 UPIX. So throughout the whole entire map, I'll scroll out to let you see where it's at. It's the Gateway community. That one there is tons of them. Down here I found a whole bunch in the, where is it? It was Art or something. The North End. There's some properties, but I think it's this one right here. Yeah, Arden Park. Arden Park has some properties in it as well. So there's still available properties for pros and above and under pros, uplanders and below. You can still get in here and take advantage of the Detroit. Now, the biggest challenge that people have been having, how the heck do you get to Detroit? Well, let me tell you, the only way that I've been able to find how to get in is to come in through Nashville. So if you go down here to Nashville, you get into the Nashville, Tennessee, and you go to the airport in Nashville, Tennessee, or excuse me, the train station in Nashville, Tennessee. Can't get there because I'm far away. But you get in here, you can get to Detroit from the train station. So that is the only way that I've been able to figure out how to get in there. I've looked a few ways. You cannot get in from Chicago. I don't know why they did that. Don't ask. I have no idea. Chicago usually has been the hub to get to just about anywhere in the Midland area. Cleveland and Nashville and Kansas City and New Orleans. You could always get there from Chicago, but suddenly you can't get to Detroit from Chicago, even though that's been the hub. And I was telling people, just go to Chicago, because Chicago has always been the answer for the middle part of the country. But for whatever reason, you cannot get there from Chicago, even though Chicago's right next door to Detroit. Don't ask. I have no idea. I've told you many times, there's times where Upland has made me scratch my head. This is one of them. But if you go to Nashville, you might be able to get there from Cleveland. I don't know. Maybe New York. I haven't tried. Leave in the comments below if you know for sure of a way that you can get to Detroit. Don't guess like I did. I just assumed. But you know what they say about assumptions. I do know you can get there from Nashville. That's how I got in. My name is Blood Spirit. This is the Bloody Truth Inside Games. Thanks.